If you've run or played through Curse of Strahd, then you are very familiar, undoubtedly, with the Amber Temple. It is a terrifying location and just a really great time playing D&D, and I've done my best to capture it using the varied terrain products that I have. Now, some things weren't included, and that's because some things can be run by Theater of the Mind. And I didn't have an accurate depiction for the statue, but I do have this dice tower, and I thought it looked pretty good, so I put that there. So let's take a look. You have the stairs descending from outside, leading into the main temple. There's supposed to be big straight stairs going down, but I use these Dwarven Forge curved stairs. And I put these cemetery wall pieces from Galadori Games to be kind of like a balcony, right? Railing. A tunnel delved into the mountainside, leading to this little room where there's some barbarians and a dire wolf. I just put the minis in the rooms right now so you could see what I've done. I don't have 3 flame skulls. I only have 1 flame skull and 1 demi-lich. And that's okay, that's enough for my group. The group I'm running this for, they're not as optimized as my Friday night group, so it's gonna be really challenging as it is. I didn't have an Arcana Loath that looked like a fox, so I just took this dog dude, and of course, he's really hiding in the temple, and he'll be firing out of that eye. This room said it had a couple stone blocks in it and shelves lined with old, empty potion bottles. This leads to a door here and stairs going down, which I do pick up with down over here, but we'll get to that in a little bit. There's a room with a miniature representation of Castle Ravenloft. So just put this thing in there. Then there is a feast hall with the possibility of fighting 7 specters. The tables are from WizKids, the chairs are Galadori Games. In fact, this dungeon setup is from Galadori Games. We've got a combination of WizKids and Reaper minis. Dwarven Forge Dungeon, Dwarven Forge City Builder. More Galadori Games. And there are secret doors here that lead to rooms, you know, with arrow slits to shoot down at anybody entering. But again, there was no real need to build that out. I could always talk about it. This leads to a lower level over there, and I'll explain that. So this was supposed to be, you know, a descending hall, and instead I just made it this way. It's supposed to be where an apprentice wizard and his closet are hanging out, and I didn't want to make somebody too evil looking to give away the fact that he's evil, so I used this mini here from WizKids, which is a take of the wizard in the D&D cartoon from ages past. The Amber Golem, got this on Etsy. I forget the shop, but I did my best to paint it up so it looked like amber and gave it a gloss varnish. These are just supposed to be pass-through to the lower levels, but I put little doors blocking, and let me show you. You know, it looked like that, so I just put a little door there. And the statues are from Galadori Games, including one was supposed to be ruined. That's a ruined statue piece. There's a little ruined one here in this hall. And all those statues are from Galadori Games. They have such great products. So this is the next level. So there was a room where that balcony was destroyed that led to, but I didn't see any real purpose in doing it. My time is going to be hard enough to, get it all done in one night. So I left that out, just said it's a collapsed area. But that door will lead into, and I used some D&D tiles, old school D&D tiles, I love them, into the treasure area, and then a burrowed hole through the wall leading to this place, which leads up to the upper level and where the Lich resides. Using these as little alcoves for the amber sarcophagi. There's some vampire spawn in here. Now, below this section, so if you were to go through here, that would lead you out over there. And here you've got 3 Barovian witches trying to get into this room. Now, there were supposed to be 3 more flame skulls over here, but I didn't want to get repetitive, so I did the Varghouls. And they can come up and fly up if there's too much noise and come up through this hole. 3 more flame skulls. That would just spell the end of my players. This was an old room with a shield guardian from a wizard that tried to, make his way through the Amber Temple, but he died over there. In fact, his apprentice is the one over here. This was supposed to be collapsed, so I just threw down some D&D tiles with some rubble. Let's head over to this section. Now, these were pieces from WizKids, from their spell effects, and I took it and tried to turn them into an amber look. I only have 6 of them, and I thought I did all 6, but apparently I only did 3. Here, there's a death slad waiting. Got a specter in this rundown old bedroom, another bedroom. Again, there's the stairs leading out. Through down a WizKids door. And these are WizKids Warlock tiles. Now, this dungeon setup, and that is made using Architects of Destruction. I have some Nothics here, 4 of them, waiting. There's a destroyed amber sarcophagi, and then I'm just using these pieces from Galdori Games to represent amber sarcophagi. The ones over there are part of the standing stones from Reaper. And I didn't have 6 of them, so I just tossed something down over there. That's a WizKids set dressing mini that I'm using as an amber sarcophagi. My players will just have to suck it up and use their imagination in a game of imagination. Now, this is a ping pong table, so that means it's 9 feet long by 5 foot wide, and it is a really sprawling setup. And I didn't even get to include everything in the Amber Temple, including little secret passages, the Lich's quarters, and let's see, that's the room I'm not including, or all of this over here. But it's okay. This is just meant to capture the spirit of the game. Now I'm going to post a link below showing the first Amber Temple I built just using D&D tiles. And I was so excited at the time. But whether you're using D&D tiles, drawing or printing a map yourself, or getting elaborate, what's most important is that you have fun, that you just tell a good story. If you're the dungeon master, be part of a good story, and if you're a player, and role play well, and just have fun. Doesn't matter. All this stuff is just fun, extra stuff. It's the icing on the cake. And the cake, the delicious, delicious cake, is Dungeons and Dragons and Curse of Strahd. So I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. And if you did, please like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram for extra XP. Take care.